and of course today on the 6th of January 2025. I have to make myself able to say that because I really want to say 2024 over there, but 2025, and in line with that, we have a really interesting topic today. New Year resolution, achieving your dream weight, with our panelists, our guest today, Dr. Mohammad Firdaus Cheani, who's a consultant general surgery, upper GI, and minimally invasive and bariatric surgeon with the UITM Private Specialty Center. Welcome to the studio, Doctor. How are you today?
Hello, thank you, KG. I'm good.
All right, Doctor. Now, before we start, I just want to ask you one question because this is something that I don't know. What is bariatric?
Bariatric is a surgical procedure, and whereby when the surgical procedure is aimed for weight loss. So it's a weight loss surgery, basically.
So something like gastro, sleeve, and all of that?
Yeah. Sleeve is a form of bariatric surgery.
All right. Cool. All right, so let's dive into the questions now. This is something that I am guilty of as well. Many start the year off with ambitious weight loss goals, but then often fall short. What's the key to setting realistic and achievable, the keyword being achievable goals?
All right. So when you talk about achieving something, we all have to start with a target. And with a target in mind, then we will work ourselves towards the target. In weight management, basically, we have to ask ourselves, why do we want to lose weight? Is it because of health? Is it because just looking at the numbers? So when we have a ambition, when we have a target in mind, then we will work out towards it. So if we're talking about weight loss for health, all right, so we will, in terms of preparation, it will include all the dietary modification, improving the healthy lifestyle. So all in all, when we start doing things small bit by bit, without having a very ambitious, significant, big weight loss in a short period of time, then it will become achievable and sustainable rather than just one shot, big loss, and then regain the weight.
Yep, that is something that happens very, very often. And as you said, it's right. It takes some time, but
it does.
It takes some time. Definitely takes some time, right? Otherwise, everybody will be losing weight every week, in and out. And if you do, please do go see a doctor because that is quite unsafe or something's wrong with you. All right, now let's talk about the food that we eat, Doctor. What fundamental dietary changes can people make to support their weight loss goals?
Okay, looking at weight loss, the first concept that we all have to understand is about the energy balance. Energy balance means half of the scale is all about the calorie intake, and the other half is about how do we burn the calories. If we take too much calorie in without burning that intake, so we will have excess calorie, and these excess calories will in the end be converted into fat mass. That's what all people have when they have weight gain, excess fat. So when I talk about the dietary aspect, the calorie intake, I mean, it's all about options. Okay, it's about self-choice, making the good choice. So when you take good food, as well as when you practice a healthy lifestyle, definitely you will have an ideal body weight.
All right. And there is something called the keto diet. Actually, there's many different types of diet. The Atkinson, the keto, the carnivore, and all of that. What about keto diets? We focus on that right now. Are they effective?
Well, keto diet is effective, but how long can you start doing the keto diet? I mean, you can start, but how long are you going to be sustainable by doing it? So, in fact, if my patients come to me asking whether keto diet is advisable, I would say convert to a healthy lifestyle. That is the best because number one, it can help you in terms of your weight management. Number two, it gives you the perfect body composition without sacrificing part of any nutritional requirements that you need on a day-to-day basis. And number three, it gives you a good cardiovascular health where your heart is good, your lungs is good, and then you can afford to assimilate with the community, do activities without hesitation.
Go play pickleball or something like that.
Yes.
All right. We're going to be taking a short song break, and once we come back, we will also be talking about dealing with cravings and types of exercise and the whole lot. So don't go anywhere. And we are talking about New Year resolution, achieving your dream weight, with our guest, Dr. Mohammad Firdaus Cheani. Well, I'll never break your heart by the Backstreet Boys. It does break my heart that I keep on putting weight year by year. But today we are talking about New Year's resolution, achieving your dream weight. Did Dr. Mohammad Firdaus Ani, and we are focusing more on lifestyle modifications today. And this is something that I have problems with: cravings. Usually they only say pregnant women get cravings, but I guess Malaysians, we get cravings all the time due to all the viral food that we have in Malaysia. So how do we deal with cravings, doctor?
All right, whether we realize it or not, sugar can cause craving.
Uh-huh.
We cannot deny that Malaysian diet is all about carb-based. Whether it's rice, whether it's noodles, whether it's bread, all these are carbo. Carbohydrate is a complex sugar. So if you are so used to have a high carbo diet, whenever you try to reduce the carbo diet, you will have the cravings in terms of headache. Sometimes you feel nauseated, sometimes you feel unease. But like it or not, to lose weight, we have to have the calorie deficit, and the main culprit is still the carbohydrate. All right, so how to deal with carbohydrate? We have some medications to reduce the craving, but you have to be consistent with your dietary modification. Try to reduce your calorie intake. Start by avoiding all the sugary drinks, especially the carbonated drinks.
Yeah.
All the coffee, coffee like Starbucks, like Zeus coffees. All those have high calorie intake.
Yeah, those are more sugar than coffee.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So these are the culprits that whenever you are so used to this, when you try to stop taking all these high sugary drinks, you start to have headaches and cravings. Sometimes you cannot differentiate whether it's due to coffee or is it due to sugar. But after a week or two, if you can sustain your healthy lifestyle, the craving will go away.
All right, understood. And you mentioned the energy balance concept earlier.
Yes.
And diet is one part of the equation, and of course exercise being the other. What types of exercise would you say, doctor, is the most effective to weight loss?
Okay, the most effective exercise is the exercise that you can sustain doing on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
So different people have different tolerance to exercise. Some who are very obese have knee problems, have back problems. They are limited to non-weight bearing exercises. But main thing is the intensity of the exercise, because by getting the correct intensity, we will force our body to burn calorie at an efficient rate, and therefore it will help burn and dilute all the excess fats under the skin, the subcutaneous fat, where obesity is a problem. And then it will also help to improve our overall health in terms of our cardiovascular health, again, the heart and the lungs.
All right. And what if someone is completely new to exercising, and where should they be starting?
Well, obesity is a risk factor for majority of the non-communicable diseases that we have in Malaysia nowadays. Obesity is a risk factor for hypertension, for diabetes, for back pain because of the weight that our skeleton that could not hold on to. And then, believe it or not, obesity is also a risk factor for certain cancers. Because why? Part of the hormones is steroid based, and steroid is soluble to fat, and whenever there is excess hormones, it will be stored within the fat, and the body will have prolonged exposure to these hormones, which in turn can cause cancer in the long term.
All right, that is quite scary to hear, but I guess now that we know it, like this is the first time I'm hearing that keeping fat can actually cause cancer.
Yes, it does.
All right. So, Doctor, another short song break. We're going to be listening to one song. And once we come back, we are going to be talking about bariatric surgery, which is your specialization. And that and much more right here on TRAXX. We're currently on Health on TRAXX. We're talking to Dr. Mohammad Firdaus Ani on New Year's resolution, achieving your dream weight. Welcome back to TRAXX FM with our guest, Dr. Mohammad Firdaus Ani, and he is from UPSC. We are talking about the New Year's resolution, achieving your dream weight. This is something that a lot of people would like to do. Now, doctor, can you explain what bariatric surgery is, which is your specialization, and who is it typically recommended for?
All right. So, in a nutshell, bariatric surgery is a procedure base that we do for weight management.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, those who are indicated for bariatric surgery, based on the Malaysian Clinical Practice Guideline, which is published last year, those with BMI of more than 35, with comorbidities, meaning with other diseases such as a complication from obesity, such as hypertension, diabetes, and skeletal muscle problems like knee pain, arthritis, and all. So 35 with comorbidities or 40 without comorbidities. Because the aim of surgery, number one, is to reduce the risk factor from complications of the disease. And number two is for them to live a healthy lifestyle. The bottom line is healthy lifestyle.
Yes, because once you become disciplined enough to have a lifestyle of that sort, I think you can continue doing it. Because I've seen people who lose weight, they manage to keep their weight at a pleasurable level for themselves.
Yes,
just by pure discipline.
Definitely. Yeah.
But of course, another part is staying motivated, and staying motivated throughout the year, especially considering it's only going to be 6 days into the year, can be challenging. What advice would you have for our listeners, and what would you say to keep them on the track?
All right. Again, it's all about your main objective on why you want to lose weight. If your aim is to live a healthy lifestyle, definitely bariatric intervention is needed, especially for those who have complications already. I mean, I gave example earlier, those who have back pain, knee pain, cannot do much of exercises, cannot indulge in a lot of physical activity with friends and families, is because they have limited in terms of movement. And this bariatric procedure will kickstart to help them in terms of lose the initial weight for them to adapt to a new lifestyle. That is very, very important. And to keep yourself motivated, you need a support group, like any other diseases.
Absolutely. Weight loss is not a single person journey. You need your family, you need your friends, all of them to help you, or sometimes you just need your friends to make fun of you.
Well, sometimes that can demotivate you as well.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with that.
Yeah, have to be very careful. It could be very psychological. Right. So I guess, Doctor, that brings us to the end of our interview for today.
All right.
An absolute pleasure talking to you. I absolutely love the topic today, and we hope to have you again in the future. Maybe you could talk about other types of procedures and all that.
Sure, we'll be glad to.
All right, Doctor.
All right.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, that was Dr. Muhammad Firdaus Che Ani, the Consultant General Surgery, Upper GI, and Minimally Invasive and Bariatric Surgeon at UITM Private Specialist Center, UPSC. Now, of course, New Year's resolution is a tough one, but you can achieve your dream weight, especially if you follow what the good doctor just said. With that, it's about time that I put an end to Health on TRAXX. I'll be back in the next hour. Don't go anywhere.